Great. So I hope you can see my screen. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Ashish Gupta. I work as Director of Admissions and Outreach at IFIM Institutions. And welcome to this webinar titled Choosing the Right College, 5 Factors to Consider and Questions to Ask. Now, I'll give you just a brief background about myself and then we start. We'll talk about a bit of IFM College and then I'll discuss the factors that you need to consider. I'll go in detail since this is actually my forte, which I've been working for like more than a decade. And then we'll get into the Q&A. I'll answer your questions as well. Right. So my name is Ashish Gupta. I have been working in education industry for last 12 years. I've worked with some of the big education brands in sales and marketing. I'm also a coach and do a lot of sessions with corporates and schools and universities. And in this session, I'll give you all the insights of what my learning in last 10 years on what exactly matters when you choose a right college. So let us start and see one by one. A brief about IFM institution before we move to our topic. So at IFIM, our mission is to nurture socially responsible and continuously employable professionals. We started in the year 1995 and then we started with IFM Business School. 2009, we started IFM College. Then 2014, we started IFM Law School. 2019, we started Vijay Bhumi University. So every year we grow and our core strength is management and law education. I find possess all the top accreditations which matters, be it AICT or UGC or Bar Council of India. Whatever are the top accreditations that matter, we have it. What programs do we offer? So at IFIM, we have three institutions: IFIM School of Management, IFIM School of Law, IFIM School of Technology. We offer integrated programs like BBA Honors, BCom Honors at IFM School of Management. We offer BCA Plain and BCA Honors, BCom Plain, BCom Honors. And we also offer MBA, which is our flagship program. At IFM School of Law, we offer two programs, BBA LLB and LLB. And at IFM School of Technology, we offer two programs, BCA Honors Software Engineering and BCA Honors Data Analytics. So this was just the brief introduction of IFIM, which I wanted to tell you. And now we'll move back to our core topic. So 5 factors to consider and questions to ask. Now, understand one thing. One of the most crucial moment in your life is joining a college, because this is exactly where your life start, your college start, your right course start. And these 3 to 5 years, depending on you do UG or you do PG or you do both, your life is decided, right? So what you become, these 3 5 years define. So right decisions in these 3 5 years define your future, a successful future, and maybe some wrong decisions might cost you very dearly. So that's why it is said that these are probably the most crucial years for your life. And it is always important to understand what really matters. So one of the challenges with Indian community is that we still have the professional approach lacking when it comes to selecting the right college. Though things are changing a lot, but still there are a lot of personal suggestions which comes in when you choose a career. Somebody in your family who is very successful is suggesting you what to do. Somebody who lives in your neighborhood is very successful and suggesting what to do, and all of that. But choosing the right college is a lot more than that. So I'll give you all the pointers. I have mentioned that I'll talk about 5 factors, but I'm going to give you 7. Two bonus content is also available for you at the end of this webinar. So let us start. The first factor that really matters for you is academic programs. So what are the academic programs? See, at the end of the day, if you're going to choose any college, one thing that you really need to focus on, that what academic programs you are looking for, and is that college is specialized in those programs. See, today in India, because we have so many universities, we have so many colleges, a lot of people offer a lot of things. But if you are going to study architecture in a college which is meant for law, you're not going to get the best quality architecture. Similarly, if you're going to study management in a college which is known for journalism or for liberal art courses, it might not be the best decision. So that's why a specialized college is important. Question number one is, what majors and minors does the college offer? Right. So first thing that you should see while selecting a college is that what are the overall courses that your college is offering. Then second thing that you need to look forward is that what is this college's specialization. See, every college, every university is at the end of the day known for something. They have some specialization which is important, right? They might be offering a lot of things, but then there is something that really is the best that they offer. So you need to look at that what exactly is that specialized thing that they are offering. So that is called the majors and minors. Overall courses, and in that overall courses, what is this institute's specialization? And then if I'm opting for that, is it the right choice for me? So number one, where will you start? You will start with the courses, the majors and the minors that college or that institute offers. Now, next thing is the area of study. Understand that we are living in a changing world. Okay. Things are changing very fast. The world you are seeing, a lot of new skills are coming up. Digital marketing has changed everything in last 3 4 years. The preferences of careers have changed. Now if you ask somebody 6 7 years back that digital creator would be a full-time career, people might laughing at you that what is that. And I'm not talking about very far, I'm just talking about maybe 6 years back. In the year 2015 or 16, if you go and ask somebody that okay, in future I'll become a digital creator and I'll make reel and make a living out of it, people will literally laugh at you. But look what is done in 6 years. Things have changed. Okay, similarly in next 6 7 years there'll be a lot of changes. So what you are going to see is that are there any unique programs or area of study that interest you or that define the future. Okay, at the end of the day you understand that why you are opting for any course or any college is not for someone else, is not for your parents, is not for your family, is not for your relatives, but for yourself. So you need to understand that the unique courses, the area that a college is offering are of your interest. Next thing is, which is a reputation. Does the college have good reputation in your field of interest? Understand, as I said in the beginning, that you might be opting for any college. I mean, every year I see a lot of students going for colleges which are not meant for those areas. But then you go for it. And then you find out that maybe I could have got a better option. So there are a lot of factors to consider the reputation of a college. The factors can be how long they are in the market, how well they have done, what are rankings are one parameters. Today, see, there are so many rankings, so you cannot believe on all the rankings, but still ranking is one parameter to look at. Another parameter is looking at the faculty team. Another parameter of reputation is looking at student feedback, how satisfied they are. So all these factors makes the college reputation. So you need to look at that to figure out that in your field of interest, does the college has reputation? And then probably the most important in the area of academic is faculty members. See, at the end of the day, you are going to a college which is a brick and mortar building. Okay. But you're not, this brick and mortar is not, the building is not going to teach you. It is the human touch that is going to define your future. So you need to research on the faculty team. How is the faculty team? How are the faculty members? What is their experience? What is their feedback? what is the current students' feedback, and a lot more will help you define. If you see one thing which I'm talking about consistently in the academic parameters is your field. So understand that irrespective of which college or which university you are seeing, one thing you need to remember is this particular place known for what I am opting for. Okay, and then you need to research on faculty that in that particular area, how are the faculties and what impact do they make, right? Now, coming to the next thing, that is location and environment. A lot of students at times they do not consider these areas. I have personally seen, because I have met with thousands of students every year. I counsel thousands of students, and I often see that students take decisions on the basis of their friends, on the basis of their family, on the basis of their family's priorities, and a lot more when it comes to location and environment, and also comfort. So at time what happens is that you choose a college because your family feels comfortable. Oh, this is like, this city is nearby home, so you should go there. Or maybe that city is like comfortable to us, we believe in that, let's go there. That is not how it works. You need to see location and environment in lot many factors. I'll tell you, this is very, very important to think about when you think of joining a college. Number one is, where is the college located? Now, there are many factors come in this. Number one, your employment. At the end of the day, where you study define your future job. Okay, so if you study in a small town, I'm not talking about IITs, I'm not talking about BITS, I'm not talking about the big shots, but I'm talking about general average colleges, universities. If you're going to study in a small town where there are no industries, there are no jobs, it cannot provide you a job. Even if with they claim placement, it will be for a very limited student. Not many will get it. That is why you need to see where is the college located. And how do you define this? You need to simply go and find out which are the top cities in India in terms of employment. And then you find out that, all right, if I have a city which has so much of employment, like for example, I can say you have Bangalore, you have Mumbai, you have Pune, you have Delhi, right? So all these cities are like fastest growing cities. They have those employment opportunity. So what if you study in that same city, probably with the same fee, but you have better opportunity for your placement, right? So that location very much matters. Now, one thing is the city. Second thing is location within the city. So again, what happens is, suppose there's a college, but the college is located in Delhi. But in Delhi also, it is located in so outskirts that even if you have to travel, you have to take a cab, or for a single meeting, you'll have to spend maybe 3,000 rupees. Practically not possible every time. So that's why you not just need to finalize the location, but also need to finalize within the city what is the location. Does that make sense to you? Okay, because for first year, you may not go out of college a lot, but second year onwards, you have to look for internship, you have to look for placement, you have to look for a lot more things, and that is where you'll have to go out. So the location really matters. Next thing come is big city or a small town. I've covered a lot of part in that last slide, but when you're joining a college or a university, is it a big city or a small town, right? It really matters for your placement, right? Education might be same everywhere. You might say that, okay, at the end of the day, these are faculties, the faculties are good, they'll teach you. I agree. But when it comes to employment, you need to see what is the field. Now, for example, you go to a small city, you are doing engineering. There are a lot of mines, and you are also doing your engineering in mining. Doesn't matter, you'll get a good job, because at the end of the day, you are studying a course where you have opportunities. But then, if you are into software technology and want a software job, then you have to figure out a city which actually offer those jobs. Otherwise, you do a software engineering from a city which not does not have the job, and you have to migrate, will take your pain more, right? So you need to figure out on your city. Okay, this is probably my favorite, and that is climate, right? So I know in India, not lot many cities support that, but at least like city like Bangalore, because I've been here, probably the best weather you can find out. But then this cannot be priority for everyone. For some of you who are like okay with all the environment, but for others, you really need to figure out like in north, in some of the cities, the cold is too much, right? So some of the people from South India may not be able to bear it, right? Similarly, somebody who have lived almost every time in north, migrating to Chennai or Mumbai might not find it so comfortable. For those who are able to manage it is great. For others, you need to do your research, right? For climate. And next is campus environment you are looking for. Okay. In India, there are all type of campuses. You will find the campuses which are like liberal, like anything. They are open. You do anything, nobody bothers about it. And then there are campuses which are like so strict that even you cannot, if the hostel timing is 9:30, even at 9:31, they'll not let you enter, right? So you need to look at the campus environment. It is not just in terms of strictness, but also in terms of teacher faculty engagement, in terms of staff faculty engagement, and a lot many factors. So what is the type of campus environment that you are looking for, and what exactly is the campus environment that you're planning to go? This is a factor that you need to consider. Next comes is campus life. See, I always tell this that these 3 years or 5 years, depending on what course you are doing, if you are doing UG 3 or 4 years, probably, if you are doing PG 2 years, right? But these years are very crucial. These are the formative years for you, which shape you for your future. But then there are a lot of factors which matter, and one of the crucial thing is your peer group. And the peer group actually is in your campus life. So what exactly this campus offers to you define your personality. For example, I'll give you my personal example. Like I come from North India. I'm somebody who was not good in English. I was somebody who studied in like very Hindi medium kind of environment, and always have a thought that I cannot speak English, right? But had I not got the right environment in my campus, I could not. But because I got the right environment where I studied, that shaped me as a person, that made me understand how important it is to groom, how important it is to speak English, how important is it is to present well. And that is what campus environment is. So that really matters. But apart from the campus environment, in terms of your personality, there's one more thing that really groom you well, and that is called the clubs and organization. So what happens is, in all the colleges, or probably not all, but most of the colleges and universities have these clubs and organization. You'll find business club, you will find photography club, you will find case study club, you will find poetry club, you will find for different areas, different genres, you will find a club. What happens is these clubs shape your personality. Like in my college, I had a public speaking club. So I was always interested in public speaking, but that club gave me the platform. The platform for me to come and speak and address 200, 300, 500 people. And that built a lot of confidence. When I started in this club, I could speak to a bunch of my peers. When my peers saw my performance, they appreciated me. And then I was given the responsibility to host the college event. That boosted my performance even more. And then that helped me in my final placements. When I sat for interview, I had that confidence to speak properly to my employer. So you see how small things really matter. From just starting to speak to about 10 students in the public speaking club to getting the good placement, it was the dots that were slowly connecting, right? So the clubs and organization and all these things really shape you and also give you the opportunity and reason to research, to work, to dive into your area of interest, and also to connect you with like-minded people. Because when you are connecting with a club, right? So suppose there is a business club. Okay. Suppose, for example, like the hottest topic we talk about today is startup club. So suppose the campus has startup club. Now you have some startup idea. At least you have people to discuss with, right? Otherwise, whom will you discuss? You'll always think that, okay, I might have idea, but how do I know it is good or not? So now you have people to discuss with. Now you have people to get the feedback. Now you have people to understand whether it is worth or not investing time in this club, right? So that's the importance of this club and organization thing. That really matters. Now, next thing comes is what kind of athletics and recreational opportunities are available. So your college life is not limited to your classes, it's not limited to your theory, it's not limited to your books, it's not limited to your faculties, but it is also about you be playing games, you having recreational opportunities, and you finding out yourself as a person, because that is going to shape you. I'm talking continuously talking about shaping. Why I'm telling this? Because I am first hand experience that how colleges define your life, and it is very important. I've seen people coming out as great players from colleges, right? From schools. So the athletics and recreational opportunity. Apart from that, why this part is very important is due to your health. Irrespective of what you do in your college, there is one thing that you should always focus on, that is daily exercise. Because that not just shape you, but also keeps your mind and it keeps your brain healthy, right? So what are the athletic and recreational opportunities the college offer? Next comes is sense of community. See, there's one subject that I teach, and that's called future skills. And in that future skills, I teach that how in the future artificial intelligence is going to come, and artificial intelligence will define our future. In that subject, I also teach that you see the tools like Chat GPT or other artificial intelligence tool that can do your work in seconds or in minutes. And then in that topic, I teach that after several years, when artificial intelligence will be so powerful and strong, it can do your work in minutes. It will be the human touch that will matter. It will be the soft skills and human skills that will matter at that time. And that is where this thing called sense of community comes. Okay. So what is the kind of community that you are looking forward? We'll talk about diversity also in this in later part, but the sense of community, how good your college is into bringing people together. There is one way to look at the community is like the events. What are the kind of events happens? And it is the events mostly wherein people come together. They form as a community to deliver on the task, right? Next thing comes is probably a very important feature for you while selecting a college is fees and scholarship. Okay. And this is where like you really care about. There'll be a lot of factors that you already know, and there'll be some that I will tell you. Right. Number one is that you need to finalize what is the total fee of the course. At times, what happens is as a student, I mean, you guys who are looking for admission in UG would be like 16, 17, 18. Those who are looking for admission in PG would be like 20, 21. And at this time, there's one thing that is a lot in you, and that is excitement. Excitement to join your new college or new university. So at that time, you're like, okay for everything. If you like this college, you're like, oh, let it come. What is the fee? I'm okay with that. But this is very important for you to make sure you have calculated everything properly. Your course is for how many years? 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years? What is the yearly fee that you are going to pay? Suppose, for example, if the fee is 2 lakh rupees per year and the course is 3 years, then it is 6 lakh that you are going to pay. Then do you think that 6 lakh is spending that 6 lakh is worth? Education is not just education. At the end of the day, you are spending on education so that you can get out of it. If you are from a business family, probably you are going to join your business. But for those who are looking for jobs after the course, the stakes are high. And that is why you really have to calculate the fee part from year to year. How many years and what is the fee per year, right? But then this second thing comes as very important, and that is what is the total fee of the course. Okay. So what happens is every university, every college have different parameters to calculate the fee. Some will say tuition fee, others will say tuition fee plus academic fee, others will say tuition fee, administrative fee, others will say tuition fee, council fee, others will say tuition fee, academic fee, council fee, admin fee, alumni fee, and maybe 15 more parameters, right? What you have to see is you have to look very carefully when you are finalizing your admission, ask your counselor, ask the person who is supporting you from university side to get the details in black and white. Ask them that are these the final things that we are going to pay, or is there any hidden charges that are there? If they say there are no hidden charges, make sure you write a mail, you take it on mail and keep it with you. So that when you join the university, you should not get any surprise that, oh, I didn't know about this, but then there's a 50,000 of this particular charges that you have to pay. Similarly, your hostel. When you are going to join the hostel, make sure you get the clarity that what is the hostel fee, what is all included in the hostel. Is it only for living? Does it include your lodging also, your fooding also? Does it include your transportation also? Does it include your recreational opportunity, recreational activities at hostel also? And what else? Right? So all this criteria you have to be very, very clear, open, and aware about at the time of paying and finalizing your fee. And the last thing that I was saying is, apart from all of this, are there any other charges that you have to pay? The charges can come into different way. The colleges and universities are very creative these days, and a lot of people have a lot of different criteria that come up and comes as a surprise to you. So you make sure that you have these options clear so that you know what is your cost at the end of the day you are going to give to the college against your education. And next, probably why you have joined this course, probably why you are going to study is the career opportunity, right? So what are the opportunity that the course is providing to you? Of course, in the number one, when we talked about the academics, you decided the course, and you decided the course mostly based on your interest and the career opportunities. So you decided that, okay, I am interested in this field, and then this field also offer jobs, and that is why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. But next thing comes is career opportunities from college side. So first thing comes is uh, in that first thing comes is the career services. So does your college have any career services? Career services, so if you don't know, let me explain you what is career services. Career services is actually a department in any college or university which prepare you for the jobs. So this career services is actually responsible for grooming your personality, for your communication skills, for you to update about jobs, for you to make understand how to prepare a good resume, and a lot more things. So this career services, what is the career services? How is the career services? How many members are there in career services? And how this career services is going to help you is all you're going to talk about in this part. Next comes is job placement. Okay. And this is a little shady area that a lot of colleges practice. What happens is in India, the job, the courses or universities do not offer courses. Probably they offer placements. And selling placement is much easier than selling a course, right? That's why sometimes you get the figures which are like inflated, which are like hyper. So you make sure that you also verify that the placement that a college is showcasing. Number one is, first you understand that if a college is pushing too much on placement, then that's a red flag that you need to figure out that why this college is only talking about placement. You are not coming to college only for placement. Like I told you, you are coming to college for to have a life. You are coming to college for campus life. You are coming to college to learn something. You're coming to college to create a community, to have a friends, and a lot more. And then the placement is the outcome. So if a college is selling too much placement, it's a red flag. Make sure you verify the facts. Second is, if a college is normally talking about that placement is one of the areas that we offer, you understand that what is the job placement rate, and it's okay. Also make this acceptance. If somebody is saying 100% placement, 100% placement, see, 100% placement is probably not possible, because some people will find out something that does not, that has nothing to do with placement. Okay, so you make sure you understand that, number one. Number two is, even if the placement is 70 or 80%, is perfectly fine. Don't think that this college does not have 100% placement, this is not right for me. Probably they are telling the truth that we have placed only 80% student. So do not get into the trap of somebody who is saying 100 under 100, right? So just make sure you verify the facts, and too much placement is something to verify. Okay. Next is internship. I'll tell you one thing. If you take my words, nothing is more important than this part. Okay. In your course, whatever you study, whatever you do, if you do not do internship, it's not worth it. Okay. And take your internship very seriously. Today, the culture has changed. In my time, internships were unpaid. You have to go and get it and don't expect anything. But today, things have changed. Even the internships are paid, and sometimes internships are very well paid. I have seen students getting 25, 30,000 for internships only. So things are changing. And like when you graduate, if you're somebody who's from UG, when you graduate, probably at that time you'll be getting more money in internships than in actual placement these days. But anyways, that is for later. But internship forms plays a very crucial role in your career. What happens? Number one, the internship give you understanding of what is the real job experience. See, you cannot experience something without doing. That's why internship, number one. Second thing is, internship also secure a placement opportunity for you. If you get into good company for placement, you also have a PPO, which is pre-placement offer. So if you do well in your internship, it opens doors for you to get into placement with the same company or with a different company. So that internship. And this is something not many people focus on, but this matters a lot. And that is a strong alumni network. See, at the end of the day, the businesses, whichever business, whichever job, you're going to get a job, but the job is actually a business being run by someone. And that business is basically people who are running. And where do the people belong? So you understand this thing. We have one habit that is inculcated in us, and that is sense of connection. We connect with people. Okay, so if somebody you go and meet and you say, oh, I'm from IFIM, and somebody say, oh, I'm also from IFIM, there's a special bond made, even if I'm meeting for the first time. And that is why strong alumni network is important. That is the reason that when you connect with alumni, they help you in jobs. So you need to see that the college that you are going for, do they have a strong alumni network? Now, as I said that there'll be some bonus content for you. I'll take 5, 7 more minutes to finish this off, and then I'll take your questions. Academic support. When you study, you need to understand that what kind of academic support the college offer. In terms of academic supports, there can be a lot of things. That can be online courses, that can be access to different platforms, that can be merger with any other university, that can be student exchange opportunities, that can be pathway program, and a lot more. There are many ways a institute may offer you academic support. So you need to figure out what kind of academic support services are available in the institute. Second is library and other add-on learning resources. So what this institute actually offers in terms of library, how many books will you have available, what is the access of additional learning resources, what are the online subscriptions that you'll get, and a lot more in this. The last thing is diversity and inclusivity. It might not matter right now for you when you come, but when you come into a college, you get in touch with a community And when they talk about the diversity, you get to know people from other parts of the country. That grooms you as a person and helps you grow in future. So, does the college promote diversity in and equality? And also, are there any clubs and organizations that support diversity and inclusivity on campus? So, these are some of the factors that really matters to you when you finalize a college. Now, any questions from your side? Career services is placement cell. Yes, career services is more or less a placement cell. Right. You are right. If you want to ask any questions, please feel free to ask. Else, I'll continue and we'll talk about IFIM institutions. Okay, so I'll see your questions, and if there is something that comes, I'll keep answering. Let us move. So at IFIM, what we do is I told about the courses that we offer, and I told you that we offer courses in management, which are like BBA, BCom, MBA, BBA plus MBA integrated. Then we have law school where we offer courses like BBA, LLB, and LLB. And then we have Institute of Technology where we offer courses like BCA in data analytics and software engineering. There's something special at IFIM, and that is called practice courses. So what happens is that in IFIM, we offer practice courses, and there are 5 practice courses which shape you as a person. The course is called Personality Enhancement Program, in which you have daily physical classes along with a lot of exercise activities to make sure that you are physically fit also along with your academics. And these are credit based courses. That means you have to study for that. Okay, Abhijit is saying there are several fees is in IFIM which are not disclosed in advance, saying it will be known later. No, we do not follow such practice. If you have any such things, please raise it to your counselor. In IFIM, there is no fee that is not told to you, and there is nothing like that you will be known, it will be known to you later. Everything that we charge is given to you in the fee structure. Okay. Which are few sources through which we can check whether the internship and package data given by a particular college is correct or not? So, Shreya, as of now in India, we do not have any such tracking source which can actually tell you that the sources, internship, package, and all that is true or not. But alumni is probably the best source that you can check with. So you can connect with the existing students, with alumni to figure out. Also, as I said, that if any college or any institution is focusing or pushing too much on internship and placement, that means they're hard selling. And that is where you have a red flag. Okay. An institute which has a balance of academic and placement is the institute I will prefer. An institute which says that, okay, I teach also, but I also help you in placement, because they know that placement for everyone is not possible that way. Does Harshita, does IFM provide assistance for internship as well as other than placement for MBA, or do we need to find internship or our own self? Harshita, you need to understand, in fact, this is important for others also. You need to understand one thing. It's always about the city. Okay, where are you studying? You know, sometimes I feel lucky that I'm working with IFIM in Electronic City in Bangalore. No, you understand this. Which is the fastest growing city in India? That is Bangalore. What is the location that have the most IT companies of India? That is Electronic City. What is the fastest growing industry in the country? That is IT industry. Here within 3 to 5 kilometers radius, I have top 50, 60 IT companies available. Okay. Now what happens is internship is a collaborative work. You have to take the initiative, placement team will take the initiative, and somewhere you will match and you will find what you want. Otherwise, what will happen is sometime placement team will come for you, provide opportunity you will not be happy with. Sometime you will ask for opportunity they will not have. So that is not the match. But at IFM, what we do is, because we have a placement cell, which work with lot of institute. And since in Bangalore we have so many opportunities available, placement does not become a big challenge for us. But I always suggest and encourage students that you should also find opportunities on your own, right? So that if placement cell find the best for you, you go for that. Otherwise, at least you find for yourself, right? So that is the right approach to it. So I was talking about your personality enhancement program that I was talking about. So we have this personality enhancement program. What happens in IFIM is that we have something called practice courses. And in practice courses, we have included 5 courses. We have included PEP, which is personality enhancement. We have included social immersion program. We have included industry internship program, research incubation, and corporate mentorship. Now, all these programs are not optional. These are compulsory and these are credit based. That means passing in these courses is compulsory to you for passing overall, and your overall marks are added into this. So in social immersion program, what happens is that, as I said, that at IFIM, our mission is to make you socially responsible and continuously employable. So we believe that as a student, you also need to understand social issues. Like recently, we have done a marathon called Kanyathon. And Kanyathon, the theme is run for her, run for her. So it's a social issue. Okay. So you figure out that how do you collect funds. So this year, like we have collected almost 5 lakh rupees, which we donated to the NGO called Cry, which will help for girl child education. So these are social issues that you become sensitive for. Industry internship program, like you were talking about internship on your, so not on your own, because we have something called industry internship program. And in the industry internship program, you are made to understand how the internship really works. The placement team help you in the internship, and then you actually do it. When you actually do it, you get the credit for that. Okay, we'll come to research incubation and corporate mentorship also. Let me take the comment. Are you providing ACCA, CIBA, CMA certification under BCom honors? Yes, Abhijit, we do provide ACCA and CMA certification under BCom. So next comes is research incubation. Now, there's one example that I want to give you, and that will make you understand how important research is and how research actually shape a country. If you see a country like Japan, it actually got perished in World War II, probably in 1945, 1946. But then Japan at a time became one of the top 3 economies in the world. And the reason is not just their hard work, but also their approach to research, due to which they were able to create the world class products. If you see, I mean, not your generation would know, but in my generation, whatever video games, whatever music player, what all we were using was actually Japanese. I mean, of course, until China came in and a lot of technology has changed, especially due to smartphones. But before that, Japan was there, right? So Japan spends almost about 15 to 18% of their GDP on research. If you see country like South Korea, products like LG or Samsung or world-class products you have, uh, is because of research. South Korea spends about 8% of their GDP. Same is with US also, but US has a bigger brand power. India spends about 2 to 3% of their GDP on research. But what really matters for all of us is that at the end of the day, whatever big happens in a country happens due to innovation. If you see the startups, there's a lot of research, there's a lot of innovation, there's a lot of new thought that has come in, and then the startups you see becomes the unicorns. So here in research incubation, you are taught about the basics of research, how research actually happens, how you can contribute, how you can write research papers, how Scopus publication works, and all that, so that if research part interests you, at least you can work on this. And next comes this corporate mentorship program, which is probably the most important thing that we have. In Bangalore, what happens is that benefit that we have is there are so many companies, number one. Second is our alumni network, because we have been in this education for last 23 years, we have a strong alumni network, due to which we get good corporate mentors. These corporate mentors actually come and make you understand how real life corporate work, what exactly happens in corporate, how you can prepare for corporate, what all jobs you can look for, depending on your specialization, what is available in the market right now and in the future, and a lot more. So this corporate mentorship shape you, right? So these are called the research, uh, practice courses. Now, there's something called student club and committee. I think I talked about that, why it matters. And at IFIM, we have CSR club, we have business club, we have cultural club, we have IT club, literary club, photography club. All these clubs are available so that based on your interest, you can opt one. Not just this, but you can also come in and propose if some new club that you want to start, right? This is something which is important. Scholarships I talked about. There are two kind of scholarship which IFIM or any institute offer. Scholarship for economic weaker section and then merit-based scholarship. What happens is one is the merit-based scholarship, wherein if you are a topper, if you are 90% throughout or 80% throughout or 70% throughout, you are eligible for scholarship, right? Second happens is that if you are coming from economically weaker section, that means your parental income is less than 5 lakh rupees per year, then there are special provisions for scholarship. Of course, on the basis of your merit, but then these are the scholarships which are available. You should always check for scholarship options before finalizing your admission. Next is, I mean, this, I'll not take much time on this. I'll just 2 minutes, I'll conclude on ranking and awards. So at IFIM, we are NAAC A grade. NAAC actually is a ranking of government for colleges and universities, and A means the top ranking. So if you see from government or from legal or from academic point of view, we have got the top ranking, which says that what all the work that we have done. Similarly, in QS, we have top rankings, and also we are ISO 9001 certified. So ISO is also one criteria for quality check, right? In MBA, we are ranked number one for MBA, number four for MBA in Southern region, and number 13, number 14 for India for our MBA program. Our BBA program is also ranked number two in Bangalore, right? BCA is also one of the top programs that we offer. In law school also, our law school programs are ranked number 9 and yeah, 9 best law school in India, right? So these are the rankings. I'll take this question and then I'll go further. What is the criteria for scholarship or merit or entrance test? Okay, I'm just addressing this admission selection process in which I'll cover your question also. So let us see the admission selection process. Number one is you fill the application. If you have not filled the application, then you need to fill. If you have already filled, then you skip this part. After the application is profile evaluation and screening, in which you give an interview. In this interview, you are mostly talked about your motivation, what you want to do, why you want to do, what is your personality, what is your general awareness, your speaking and communication skills, and your presentation. So all these factors make a faculty decide whether you are suitable for the course or not. Now, interview and screening is very important because at the end of the day, when you come inside the college, you would want to see the person or your colleague or your peers who are like good, like just like you. So that's why screening is important to make sure we do that. And third is if your the screening process goes well, if your interview is well, and if the faculty recommend your admission, then admission team send your offer letter. Okay. Now, it was asked to me by Abhijit that merit. Okay. So for merit, what happens is that you need to check with the admission team on scholarship, on the criteria. They will see your application, what you have done, what is the eligibility, do you fit in the eligibility, and they update you accordingly. So admission team can answer that question. Now, next is I'm done with my presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm here to help you. Why cannot we see the program details before applying in the site? Is there any separate website for details? What details do you want to see? Because we have all details available. I'll give you the website address. Go to ifim.edu.in and you will find all the information, all the resources that you require for IFIM. Mohammad Asif has asked best BCA colleges in Bangalore. So I cannot comment on that, like, because I don't know what is the definition of the best. But as I've given you all the criteria that you can look for to define the right for yourself. Uh, Abhijit, I think you can see the message. I have sent you the message. Wait, oh, sorry. Yeah, I've sent you the message. ifim.edu.in is the website. All right, so that's it. Anyone else who would want to ask any question? I guess no. Thank you so much for joining in this webinar. I loved the interaction with you. Thank you so much for the time that you have spent. If you have any query, you can always feel free to connect with me. I'm dropping my email ID here. It is AG, initials of Ashish Gupta, at ifim.edu.in. You can connect, you can write to me on this email ID and I'll be happy to answer all your questions. Thank you so much for joining in this session. I'll look forward to see you soon. Thank you so much. And we are doing the weekly webinar. So every week I'll bring new topics. I'll talk to you and I'll make sure that you have all the awareness that is required for you to join the right college and select the right future for yourself. Thank you so much. Best wishes to all of you from my side.